Good morning. I'm not wearing any pants right now, so I'm hoping you can't see more than you need to. Oh. So today's going to be a little bit of a late start. I am hoping my watch and my heart rate monitor, come in relatively soon. I'm going to postpone my run because of it. I just really want to train with the monitor. I think I'd benefit a lot more. And if I get a ton of fuel in me, I should perform better, right? So what I'm doing is having my traditional honey, organic, raw, unfiltered, and glyphosate free. It's really important that you see a green badge there that says glyphosate free because there's literally planes that fly. I saw this video from Force of Nature. There are literally planes that fly by our crops and our parks, and let's see what else. Our plants, soil, water systems, sports complexes, children's parks. Look at how it's just flying and spraying everything. And glyphosates are extremely bad for our body, but it's what makes plants look so elegant and keep like bugs away and such. It's not worth it. Please get glyphosate free honey, because what happens is they spray these trees or plants nearby the honey. The bees go a certain radius, right? I believe they travel about 6 miles away from their hive. So if anything is sprayed within 6 miles, they bring it back to their hives, and this glyphosate contaminates all the honey. So make sure they are certified glyphosate free. I'm gonna have some kefir. This is my last bin of kefir that I'm assuming is pasteurized. It doesn't say it's pasteurized, but it says contains milk as opposed to like contains raw milk and such. So I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this, and then I'll be moving on to my raw kefir that I ordered on Amazon because New Mexico does not sell raw dairy unless it's aged, I believe, 3 months. In that case, it has to be cheese if it's aged, right? And I'm also gonna have some blackberries. I got 2 bins here. I'm just gonna place. Oh, I already see one with mold. Oh, a couple. Oh, that's a bummer. I should have probably got into these first because blackberries go bad real quick. I'm gonna place the good berries onto my scale, weigh them, just for an estimate, because I'd rather not count them. What I was doing before was counting them, and that just is. I'd rather just put them on the scale. That's the plan. Blackberries, kefir, honey, some water that I had just brewing up. I'm gonna get some rest, get some recovery. It is 8:37, so it is very early. I do hope that my packages arrive maybe by 11. If they arrive by 11, maybe even 12, I want to say, then I will be enjoying those on my run. If they don't arrive by 11, 12, that's all right. I'll just run without them. But right now, I'm gonna enjoy this. I'm doing laundry. I want to hit the gym. Uh, that is the plan. Oh, I need to pump gas. So like, I probably need to run by 11:30. I'll catch up with you when I'm done with all this, and I can update you on how many blackberries I eat. So, little update on the blackberries. I ate one whole container essentially, and maybe like half of the other. The problem was one of them was really going bad. The other one had a few going bad, but this one had probably half of them going bad. So I ate, I think it was, yeah, 17 ounces. 17 ounces of blackberries just now in one sitting. I'm also going to finish off this kefir. So I've had 2 cups. There's maybe like 3 ounces in here with some more honey. And that'll do it for the morning. I'm going to get my clothes drying, and then I'm probably going to head off on that run. It is 9:43. I might hit the gym and see if maybe one of my items arrives in time so I could run with it, but we'll see. All right, in front of me I got some cheese. We got some Comté cheese. We got some Parmigiano Reggiano, Pecorino Romano, and some 6-month age Gouda, bringing my ounces to 2.6. I'm gonna calculate all that. I still have yet to lift or run, so I'll get around to that eventually. I'm not gonna lie, I've stalled for quite a while. Let's see what time it is. 10:30. My clothes is drying. I forgot for a bit to set it to dry, so I'm waiting for it to dry. 10:30. As soon as my clothes is dried, I'm headed to the gym. I believe my watch is set from 10:30 to 2:30 of arrival, so we'll see how that goes. But right after this, I'm heading to the gym. I am back from the gym. Now you're probably wondering, what have I eaten before the gym? A few items, but a lot of the few items. I'm at 1,000 calories, I believe. Yeah, 1,252 calories. So I've ate 2.6 ounces of cheese and 2 1/4 cup of kefir. That brings my dairy to 650 for the day already. And then blackberries, I've eaten 18.6 ounces. That's over a pound of blackberries and 4.4 ounces of honey. That brings my sugars, like glucose, healthy fructose, to 606. So I'm at 1252. I am feeling good. I'm not gonna lie, I was ready to just not go run. I was just feeling really unmotivated, really sluggish. But luckily, the workout picked me back up. Also, I was looking on Instagram and I bumped into a video of Nick Bare running at 92 degrees Fahrenheit. And I was just thinking, as I was walking to the gym, I was like, oh man, it's just so hot. I don't feel like I should run when it's this hot. Maybe I should just take today as my rest and do my recovery run again tomorrow, and then do the distance after, or just do the distance tomorrow and rest. So I was just putting all these thoughts in my mind. I was ready to just fall short. Then I kind of snapped out of it. I was like, you know what, like, I should go run. It's 12 o'clock. It is going to be really hot. But my watch didn't arrive. My monitor didn't arrive. So I'm a little bit bummed about that. Either way, though, this run has to get done. Nobody's going to do it for me. I got to go if I'm going to go now, because it's 12 o'clock. I get back at 1 o'clock. I got to rinse off. I got to eat. And then I got to go pump some gas. So I just don't want to run late, because I know the thing that will fall on the back burner will be the gas pumping thing. And the fact that I'm at 30 miles on my car, I can't skip out on the gas part. So I'm going to get going on this run. I'll catch up with you afterward. It'll be a 5-mile run. I'll probably sit down with you when I'm back. I don't feel like recording a 5-mile run. I'm just, it's my lightest run, so I don't really like have much to think about it. I just want to get in a zone, get it done, come back home. Maybe my watch is in by then, and I can put it on for the rest of the day. Who knows? We'll see. Either way, though, this has to get done. Let's get it done. So post-run here, I'm not going to lie, kind of underestimated what 5 miles feels like. I was like, oh yeah, I just walk outside, I come back, and I'm done. It still takes an effort. And during the run, I noticed my average heart rate was actually 147, and my bare minimum was 148. So I was really struggling to keep the same effort going throughout the entire run, despite the fact that I've eaten a lot of calories before going, and it was digested. Like, don't get me wrong, at first the run felt great. I was like, oh, okay, this is nice. Like, I can get behind this. I have tons of energy, fuel in me. It was feeling good. It was feeling good. And then I really, I want to say mile 3, mile 4, I was like, whoa, okay. Like, I am struggling to keep my pace up. It was hot out, and I was still doing sub 10 minutes. So I don't know if my heart's getting healthier to the point where, it can hold a low heart rate at a higher pace now, but I don't have the fuel, the calories, the energy. Maybe I'm doing too much at once, too much volume, but I am struggling to run at my minimum effort pace. So that was something I noticed today. As for the gym, it felt good, nothing amazing. So I can see that my performance is slowly withering away. So when I got home, I was like, you know what? I don't mind if I hit 3,000 calories, or even if I go a little bit over. So when I got home from the run, the first thing I did was eat a grapefruit. So we're going to put that in. A grapefruit, for those of you that do not know, is 129 calories, one grapefruit. And I also have this pineapple here that I'm going to devour because it is really ripe, like super, super ripe. So I'm going to eat this on top of my meat. I got one bone marrow out with it, so maybe like a tablespoon worth of bone marrow. But I'm going to eat this pineapple. I'm going to eat my beef. I got to fuel up, because if my performance is going down, then we got some problems. We really do. So I'm gonna enjoy the meat. I'm gonna enjoy the pineapple. I believe I even have an avocado in the fridge that I could eat. That is ripe. So we'll see where my satiety is at that point. But as of right now, the goal is eat the meat, bone marrow, pineapple. I'm gonna put it all in now just to see like what my calories come out to with all these foods, because I'm probably pushing 3,000. So a whole pineapple is 230 calories. So just in fruit, coming back from the run, I'm having 350 calories in fruit. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be 2,800 with just the beef here. I'm gonna be at 3,000. Let's see, eight ounces. No heart today, but I do have marrow. I'm gonna put a tablespoon for now. It might be a little bit more, but we'll see. So I got 960 calories in fruits / honey. I got 650 in dairy and 1,150 in meat. That puts me at 2,753. So if I throw on that avocado, I'm right at 3,000, which is totally fine with me. So I'll see where my satiety's at. I'm gonna enjoy my food. Catch up with you after if I do eat that avocado. Yeah, overall I can see where either my volume has increased too fast and I'm hitting a little bit of a fatigue. In overall performance, like being able to put in a lot of effort feels more challenging. It's not like I'm performing worse though, because my average pace was for the entire 5 mile run was sub 10. Like I was doing 950 something. So even that, I mean, being able to run sub 10 for 5 miles was not something I could do before. I was running at least 12, 13 minutes. So I don't know. Oh, yes. And I'm going to pop it up right now. This morning I was at 140.8. So I did lose some weight. I did. So I don't know if that's enough because I was averaging about 142.2 for the longest. So let's say I was weighing 142.2. I haven't weighed myself in a while. I weighed myself today. So I lost 1.4 pounds since the last time I weighed myself. So I don't know if that's making my heart that much healthier, and it's showing in my runs. But then yet again, my legs are hard to pick up and get going. So I'm gonna eat these calories. It's not that big of a deal if I hit 3,000 calories. I eat the avocado. Like that is still maintenance, if not below maintenance slightly. So it is not a big deal. I'm gonna enjoy my food, see it as fuel, and see where I'm at afterward. If I do want that avocado, get me up to the 3K mark. All right, fellas, complete transparency here. I just got home, 10 o'clock, and I got a little bit of an update. So at work, I ate a little bit of beef, and I could kind of taste just like how unpleasant grain-fed and like whatever oil they use, because I know they use like olive oil with canola oil with all this other stuff. It tasted really off. And I didn't have that much. I would say maybe I had 1 ounce, maybe 2 ounces. However, what I did have was some cheese. They have a 6-month aged Gouda. Oh my God. So regular Gouda is soft, right? This 6-month age gets nice and crispy, and it's still so buttery and like it sticks to your teeth when you eat it. So it's so hard to resist, right? So long story short, I want to say 3 ounces of cheese. So I'm going to update it on the app. That brings me to 5.6 ounces of cheese for the day. Now, that puts me at 3,083 calories, right? 155 in protein, 278 in carbs, and 159 in fats. Those are all like great markers. I would have preferred having a bit more protein, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna get home and I was gonna have some food because I am feeling hungry. Like I'm getting a little bit of brain fog toward the end of the night. Like I'm getting lethargic, my stomach's rumbling, I got a minor headache. So I had the cheese and I was going to get home. I was going to have more. I was going to convince myself, have more. You need fuel. But I can't lie. Sitting here thinking of my end goal of getting more shredded, getting more lean, not necessarily shredded. Let's get rid of that imagery, but getting lean. I really want to get lean. And funny story, I got home, I bumped into this box with my watch, right? I got home and I got my package here, and I got to remember why I want to get lean. I got to get lean for the run. I need to run the marathon at my all-time fastest rate or fastest time. So I need to relax on the calories. I need to get lean. I need to get lean. It's going to help me overall perform better in my runs. So the watch essentially saved me from getting home and having another 300, 600 calories. I would say 400 to 800. I would have probably had 1 or 2 glasses of kefir with honey because I'm really craving honey and I love it with kefir. And it just sounds so good before bed. But I'm going to refrain. 3,000 calories. I essentially, 3,100. I was essentially at maintenance. Yeah, I'm hungry because the previous runs were quite taxing. I ran quite a while. The end steps are 24.5. It's 24,500 steps. Not a crazy amount, but still a lot for the average person. For myself, I personally average 2,500. Oh shit. Computer died, or camera died. I'll see you fellas in the next video.